Hi, welcome to World of Braiding and Extensions Limited. Now, we're coming to you with, like I always love to say to you, something exciting, something amazing, something to help you grow. Because as always, we say our focus here is to share our knowledge with you. And this is a knowledge we have acquired over the years. But we're not selfish with our knowledge. We're happy to share them because we want you to grow as well. And my name is Joy Fido, and today we're coming to you with something we called Grow Your Hair Business on a Budget. So that's the title, Grow Your Hair Business on a Budget. And we're going to give you our top 11 steps, top 11 tips, whatever you want to call it, but top 11 that will help you to grow your business without you putting too much money down. So welcome on board and keep your eyes and ears peeled to the program. Okay, so as always, why are we here today to chat with you? Now, what I always try to chat with you about or let you know is most times I get inspirations from inside. I get something telling me, do this, do that, let people know about this, let people know about that. But recently we had what we call a networking meeting, where we tend to meet with people we've trained over the years, and it's something huge that we're growing. We call it the natural hair professionals. So when we did meet, I always want to share with them or ask them lots of questions. How are you getting on since we trained you? What has changed? Is it making sense? Are you achieving the purpose you embarked upon to get training? Is it making a lot of difference in your life? So these are kind of the questions I tend to ask my students who have trained with us. And when this happens, they tell me what's going on. Then I tend to give them hints and tips on how to help them, deal with the difficult situations, and then we get excited when something great is happening for somebody. So the last one we had was all about growing the business. And then the talk came to me, why don't I share this with the rest of you as well? So you can also use these hints and tips to help you grow your business. So this is why you're getting this information today. And normally, all these things that I'm bringing to you will cost a lot of money if you came to train with me, because I'm going to go into more details. But we just want you to have a feeler of these things, to understand where we're coming from, to help you understand what you're dealing with. Because the hair industry is a huge one. And I don't want anyone sitting out there and thinking they're wasting their time when they decide to go into this industry. So to cut out people who always have the usual issues, I haven't got money to spend, my life is not going the way I want it to go, I would have loved to do this, but things are really not right now. And to people like that, I always say chicken and egg, which one goes first? Do you want to change your life to clear the bills, or do you want to clear the bill first before you change your life? So whichever way you want to look at it, we tend to share information that will otherwise have cost you a lot of money, sometimes absolutely free. And so this is one of those times. So we're going to give you so much hints and tips, and we hope this will help to again change the way you look at things. Because like we always say, if you don't change your mindset that caused the problem that you're dealing with right now, you're not going to be able to change the problem that you have encountered. So let's get started. So number one on our list is find yourself a higher causal purpose. And when we say higher causal purpose, why are you in hair business? That's the first question you should ask yourself. So today's video, what we're doing today is completely focused on people who are going into hair business. Now, you could use the hints and tips that we're going to be talking about to also focus on whatever type of business you've decided to go into. Because again, we've had so many responses, people saying to us, you really opened my eyes, the way I was seeing things with the business I've been running. So most times when we give our hints and tips and information, is completely for everyone. You can rechannel what we're talking about to pick up on what you are specializing in, but you get me giving examples of hair and the hair industry. So if you find some of the examples I'm giving are not directly focusing on your kind of business, don't say, okay, that doesn't concern me, I'm not going to be bothered with this. But it's for you to take hints and tips from what we'll be talking about and push it into your line of business. So like we've said, find a higher causal purpose. Higher causal being what was really behind the back of your mind, or at the back of your mind when you decided to go to this line of business. And this line of business in our scenario is hair business. So you could be in the fashion business, you could be in the photography business, you could be in the catering industry, you could be in traveling, you could be in anything. But for us, why are you in hair? What was the reason you chose to go into the hair business? Now, this is important because lots of people go into things for the sake of it. They find that lots of people are making money in that thing. All right, I want to do that too. I want to make money too. And then you go into it and then you realize that it's not as you imagined it was going to be. Then what happens? You drop it. I've mentioned this in a few other videos, but it's important you begin to take these things on. If you don't have a major reason, which is, as far as we know it, a higher causal, higher being, is there a focus behind you going into this? Do you think there's something that you are going to change in this industry by going into it? And I'm going to give you some hints and tips about what made us, World of Braiding, go into hair. So when you start understanding why you go into an industry, what will then happen is when you do come across obstacles and constraints and difficulties, what you will always do is just look back at your reason for going in and you ask yourself, have I achieved why I went in? And if you find you haven't achieved, then it will give you strength to continue, and you're not going to overnight say, that's it, I've had enough of this, I'm moving on to something else. So a higher causal purpose is all about be a voice for whatever it is you want to take on. Be an ambassador for whatever it is you've decided to take on. Be that point of contact, that point of specialism that people are going to look at and say, this is what she stands for and this is what I believe in and this is why she's so excited about this. So you have to stand for it. You have to believe in it. You have to be there for that thing. So now for us, World of Braiding, what are the things we stand for? Which we talk about all the time. We stand for natural, healthy hair care. So healthy hair, it has to be natural and you have to be able to care for it. So when we say this to our clients, what are we trying to let them know? We're trying to see that their hair is not damaged. We're trying to see that they know how to care for their hair. We're trying to see that their hair can grow. We're trying to make sure that people are confident about their image when they walk around with their own hair. And whatever it is you then decide to do thereafter, it's not because your hair was so completely messed up, that's why you decided to do something else. So healthy natural hair care is a big one for us, and we stand for it, because I really personally cannot deal with someone who deliberately damages their hair. So that's a higher causal purpose for me. Then we also stand for glamour. We also don't want to hear people thinking because I wear natural hair, I should look horrible, or I shouldn't look good enough, or I should feel inferior to the other person who decided to do something else with their hair. So if your hair is glamorous, if your hair is natural, if your hair is healthy, there's so many choices you can go for. We stand for it. We are a voice for it. We live it. And these are the higher causal purpose for us. And that's why when I feel frustrated sometimes and things are not turning out the way I'm thinking, all I have to remind myself is, you know what, you stand for healthy hair. And there are people out there who are looking for that. Now, on the part of education and training, we are here to educate you. And that's why we constantly come back here to give you hints and tips, and we'll show you this is how to go about it. We are here to empower you with skills that will help you grow, that will help you stand for what you also believe in. So information and education and guidance These are the things we stand for. And so this higher cause or purpose is not disappearing anywhere, because until it's completely done, you cannot say, oh yeah, I've finished, I've achieved, and so now I can move on. Now, like we always say, 7 billion people in the world. How many? We got about 7 million views. Now we're looking at 7 billion people in the world. So as far as we're concerned, we're nowhere near there. So this is why we will continue to be bringing more and more information to you. So it's a higher cause of purpose for us, education. So we also stand for business enterprise. Business enterprise is a major area for us. Number 8, you are going to attract the kind of clients, the type of clients you want to attract. You attract them. And we just finished talking about dressing to impress your clients, or dressing to impress the industry you have become. Now, how do I know you attract the clients you want? Now, people come here and they say to me, I hear this all the time. My clients don't want to pay good money. They're always asking for 30 pounds here. They want 50 pounds here. And I put in so much work and they don't want to pay for it, because you're attracting them. If you put quality service out there, do you think you'll still be attracting the low-end clients? No, you will not. If you dress the part, if you educate your clients, if you give them information, if you guide them, if you support them, aftercare service, how is it going? Is your hair growing? Are you actually... All these things will help you attract the kind of clients you want. And remember, what we're doing is a business. We are running a business. So if you don't change your mindset towards what you're doing, and you think, oh well, I just have to achieve something at all costs, and you don't specialize, and you don't concentrate, and you don't focus on one area, and you don't say, this is what I'm really aiming to achieve out of this, you're not going to get it. So what I want you to start thinking today is, who am I attracting? Who am I sending information to each time I'm doing something? And you remember when we started and I said to you, people will know you for something. Because I talk a lot of braiding. Every time I'm doing a video, this is how to create these braids. This is how to work with these braids. This is how to care for these braids. And then I talk a little bit again about the natural hair. This is how you care for your natural hair to grow. Your natural hair will grow if you do this, if you protect it. So those are the people I have attracted over the years. If I was constantly going, this is how you have care for your weaves. Your weaves is the most amazing thing. This is your weaves, this is your weaves. I will attract weave people. Same thing, if I make a big deal of Afro kinky, if I make a big deal of locks. So whatever you make a big deal of is what you will attract. So make sure each time you're sending a message out there, you're talking to the people who will follow you on what you want them to follow you on. No one's going to come to you if all you're talking about is twist, say Afro kinky twist, and they call you and say, but do you do whips? So if you want to get a broad message out there, send out a broad message. And if you want people who are classy, high-end clients to come to you, attract those ones. When you present your hair service, present it beautifully. Put them in a lovely location. Be very caring to them. And you say to them, please, could you recommend your friends to me? I say that. Not all the time would they respond, but they will remember. If you've treated them well, they will remember that, oh, are you struggling with your hair? I know just the lady that will care for it. I get people calling me because someone has, recommended me to them. I get students coming to me because someone trained with me, and then they were happy with the service I gave them, and they tell their friends to come and gain the same knowledge. So that's what it is. The kind of people you attract will come to you. So make sure you're sending out the right message and you're attracting the people you want. Don't go attracting low-end clients and then expect them to pay you more money or high-end money. So to complete what we've talked about today, Now remember to get your package information, the home certification program. And what happens with this program is you have 21 different ways of working with hair. You can work with me on Skype, on WhatsApp, by email. You can become a member for Natural Hair Professionals, where you are free to own your network there and upload all your images, so that when your clients contact you, you tell them, go there and see what I can create. That's what this package gives you. And then of course the certificate, which you will receive once you finish your program. You can join get just the masterclass, which is these 7 DVDs. And then even if you're not yet ready to take on the skill, start with that. Understand what the industry is about and then gain your skill. But of course, you can stay in touch with us on so many avenues. Follow us on WhatsApp, and you know my phone number, which we'll put up in the description box. Email us info@worldofbraiding.com. Now what I tend to do these days is, if I find your question, some people write me, they don't add their name. They just write in one line and they're thinking, oh, she's going to respond. I am too busy. If you don't think what I'm going to give to you is important enough, then don't write me. If you know what you want is very important, go into details, give me your reason for writing me, add your name, I will respond to you. Go on WhatsApp, contact me. The number will be there. Go on Facebook. We have so many Facebook avenues. We have the World of Braiding, where we work with our clients and show how step by step we achieve the look. We show you our students in training, and that is World of Braiding and Extensions on Facebook. We then have where I do my African fashion, which is another line of business for me. We also have where we help to develop you, personal development we call it. So that's the Joy Fido International. So there's so many Facebook channels we have, where from time to time we do different things. We have LinkedIn, where I created another group called Natural Hair. It's not natural, Professional Natural Hair Glamour. And we have over 3,000 followers on that place. So again, you can go there and be part of it. We throw in a lot of information. There's so many people communicating with each other and making businesses from there. Then of course, Joy Fido is on LinkedIn as well. So you can always send me messages from that avenue if you wanted to. Then we have the Ning, where we have the Natural Hair Professionals, where I've just talked about. Now Ning is going to be a huge thing for us, because time is coming when we're going to be putting all our information on Ning. So we will just give you a little hint on YouTube and we say go into Ning and get it. So the sooner you start joining as a member, it's free at the moment. Time will come when it will no longer be free, because we're going to be putting a lot of quality information in there. So if you already joined, then you will not have to pay at that time. So these are so many ways we work with the internet and the social media to bring you information. So thank you so much for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you in the next one, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate all the wonderful comments you've been writing to us, and this is why we keep coming back with more. So thank you and see you soon.